Good evening. I'm calling the council as a whole committee meeting for November 25th, 2025, to order at 7:02 p.m. All members of the administration are present, and all members of council are present, except for Councilman Brennan. If there's anyone recording this meeting as a courtesy to the public, will you please identify yourself? Please call the attendees know that they're being recorded. Seeing none, the city is recording this meeting. At this point, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Fire Chief Frank Basic, let's swear in on firefighter Nicholas Martinez.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's a big night for Nick. It's a big night for the East Lake Fire Department. If you're not aware, the process of getting hired in the fire department is very grueling. It starts out with a competitive written test. There's multiple interviews, a ride-along process, polygraph, psychological profile, and pretty soon medical. As the candidates go through all the process, it allows the cream to rise to the top, and that person was Nick. He comes to us with some firefighting experience and firefighting background. His father's a fire officer in Mason Heights. Nick comes to us with some experience working in the Wicklow Fire Department. And Mayor Overstreet will swear him in.
Nick, state your name. Nicholas Martinez. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Ohio, the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially, discharge the duties of the office of firefighter for the city of East Lake, Lake County, Ohio, for the term beginning November 10th, 2025. During my continuance in said office.
Give Nick the opportunity to introduce some of his family and friends, and then like to stay for the extended council meeting. You're welcome to. If not, you can make your way over to the fire station. There'll be a little reception over there.
So, my cousin Moss is here. My brother Christian, my Uncle Jack, my cousin Ellie, my Uncle Bruce, my Aunt Tanya, and my sister-in-law Leah. And then my Auntie Jojo, my Uncle Billy, my girlfriend, and my Aunt Helen. Thank you. Congratulations.
All right, we'll move on to legislation proposed. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
We have legislation number 1125-01, an ordinance amending section 52507, instructing official business of council ordinances of the, not by ordinances, but the city of East Lake, Ohio, to read as such and declaring questions for Laura? Seeing none, we'll move on to legislation number 112502, a resolution declaring a 5-year moratorium on permitting any data centers within the city of East Point and declaring an emergency.
Again, I think we had some discussion about the mayor, and the late series here that expressed that concerns of our neighbor, and this is just giving us more time to understand the nature of the process, or the business.
Any questions for Laura?
Not so much a question, I just wanted to let everyone know that as long as we're on this topic, we're discussing this topic. The Sugar River Watershed Partners has this matter on their agenda as well. You might even be coming up with a lot of ordinances and stuff. They were talking along the lines of like through zoning regulations. I don't know how Randy would feel about that, but like Randy said, the ban might not be enforceable, but it's possible, we can issue reasonable regulations, and that's what we'll be looking at with the watershed. So I just want to bring it up.
Very good. Anyone else? Thank you. We move on to legislation number 112503, an ordinance authorizing the issue of a conditional use permit to Katrina Jones, DBA McCollins Bar and Grill, 3575 Richard Boulevard, and declaring an emergency. Mr. Red?
Yes, our owners are here tonight. They came to us about a year and a half, 2 years ago. They opened, things didn't go quite as well, or they had to do some more work than they thought. So because of the time lapse, they had to come back and cycle. But went through planning and no one had any issues.
Mr. Chief, I'm assuming you don't have any issues.
No. They're here back, if you have any questions.
Anybody from council have any questions? Okay. Excuse me. We'll move on to legislation number 112504, a resolution authorizing director, mayor, and director of finance to complete a payment to Faust Psychological Services for a total of $3,062.50 and declaring an emergency. Ms. Chanel?
Thank you. This is just a time issue, and purchase order came in after the services were performed, and by law, I have the commission make payment.
Any questions for the finance? Seeing none, we'll move on to legislation number 112505, ordinance amending chapter 906, subsequent pollution control of the codified ordinance of the city of East Point to read as such and declaring an emergency. Mr. Lynch?
Thank you, Mr. President. This one, as well as the next two, are all related and intertwined. OEPA did an audit. The city of East Lake and Lake County are co-permittees when it comes to stormwater management. One of the recommendations that we update our ordinances. Sugar River Watershed Partners does have model ordinances, and that's what we took. Worked with Randy and make sure that we took the pieces that we needed to from the city ordinances and meshed them with the new ordinances to make sure that they meet Ohio revised code, and that's what we presented.
Any questions, Mr. Lynch?
Just real quick, just as it relates to 05, 06, and 07, I understand we could use council's open meeting in place of an ordinance committee if need be. I was just kind of surprised that so much of it was on the agenda that we didn't discuss an ordinance meeting and no one had a chance to ask questions. I just want to thank Mr. Lynch for supplying my documents in supporting details. The only question I have is there any, from what I read, is there anything in the regulation that the city should be concerned it's going to cost us money to come up to speed with the regulations? Or
No, this is for when somebody wants to develop a piece of property, what process they have to go through, design documents and calculations and such, what they need to do.
Any questions, Mr. Lynch? Any other questions? All right, and then just for the record, we have legislation number 112506, ordinance amending chapter 962, illicit discharge and illegal connection control of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake, Ohio, and is declaring an emergency. And we have legislation number 112506, 0508, resolution granting permission from the city of East Lake, the city of Willoughby, to enter into a contract with Chivers Construction in the amount of $9,868,686 $10,686,686 for implementation of the Lakeshore Boulevard East Equalization Basin Project Phase 2 and declaring an emergency. Mr. Rich?
Yeah, so, this is phase 2 of the EQ Basin project, up on Forest and Lakeshore. We did this a few months ago. Willoughby is the contract holder. And so this is just, because we're a shared agency, us authorizing Willoughby to enter into the contract.
Any questions from Mr. Rich? All right, move on to legislation number 112509, resolution authorizing the mayor and director of finance to apply for and accept the Ohio Division of EMS Training and Equipment Grant in the amount of $2,707.74 and declaring emergency. Mr. Miller, Chief? I'm sorry.
Thank you. This grant is, provided by the state for compliance with reporting, and we give them the information they want for, EMS helps. They make some money that we will report every year. So these are in compliance and that's what we made.
Any questions, Commissioner? All right, so we now move on to legislation number 112510, an ordinance to reappropriate for the expenses of the city of East Lake, Ohio, for the period beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025, and declaring an emergency. Michelle?
Thank you. The first, for $23,050 change is that, stock prices have gone up, and in order to comply with the agreement that we, asked permission for back in April, we've made another $20,050, so we're asking for that. The two deposits accounts, I made a mistake back when I couldn't see so well that 2 weeks ago, and I put the negative $39,000 to the wrong account. I just want to flip those and actually take it out of the inspection deposit, and it was my mistake, and I apologize. And then the last one, general fund, is, 310 for, the new vehicle, which is the next line item, and that is, for outfitting and a vehicle, and the insurance has reimbursed us for a vehicle that was totaled, so this is what we need in order to change the budget to get the vehicle that the insurance has partially supported.
Any other questions for the finance director? Chief, you wish to tell them about this?
No, she covered it.
Okay. Those ones.
Yes.
And then just for the record, the legislation for the vehicle is 112511, and it's a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and director of finance to purchase a Durango Pursuit all-wheel drive vehicle at state minimum bid from Montford Ford for a total amount of $49,278.58 and declaring an emergency. And then we move on to legislation number 112512, an ordinance creating section 52111, owner or occupant to keep property free of repeat violation nuisance and nuisance declaration process of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake, Ohio, to read as such and declare an emergency. Mr. Clement?
If you guys remember, this is what we're trying to put together with some of these crazy proposals and trying to make it a little more streamlined for the city. In my version of it, I don't know if you updated them, but in my 112512, it has the obstruction of official business. I had my secretary put this on the system, and the one you guys had for me is the nuisance ordinance. This is the one, okay, so, you must have just.
It's caveat, and shipping official business is our first time on these.
Yeah, but then there was one on mine, and then I still have a version of 1, 2.
All right, thank you. And then under miscellaneous, we have a discussion of the rezoning of parcel number 34-A-0-1-5-0-00-022-0 physical address to 950 Erie Road to be rezoned from M1 industrial to RMS multifamily, 3.220 acres. I believe the gentleman said, Mr. Beck, let's step forward.
Just by way of background, this was the one that did go to planning, it was rejected by planning,
somewhere along the way, I think Dave had thought that there was maybe a change in the plan. So we were going to recommend that it go back to planning. We don't want to frustrate this process much longer than you could come to the English rejected. You guys ultimately send it to planning committee, planning commission, or can make a determination of this one, but this one's just on the council, council goal.
State your name and address for the record, please.
Yeah, my name is Joe Gertner, 2461 Maple Hill Road, Willoughby Hills, 44094. So I'm here to possibly get this rezoned from light industrial to multifamily. The property across the street from this on Erie is zoned multifamily. I thought just for the city and the neighbors, that it would be nicer to have a condo development in versus a light industrial or another 500 foot long commercial building going in. Right now, with the meetings that we had, the neighbors complained that, all the trees will be gone and they're going to be removed. Regardless if it's going to be a light industrial complex or condos, all the trees will be removed just for safety, because once you cut most of their trees down and leave a couple standing, they get very weak and can cause a lot of damage. So, I have a proposal for 28 to 30 condos. Again, I just thought it would be better for the city and it would look nicer to have a condo development there than 500 foot long commercial building. Pretty much. That's what I'm looking at.
These are all the tough ones because they don't necessarily have to bring a plan of what they want to do for rezoning, but every good developer does because they never really bring an ask, anyway. So it kind of puts everybody in a tough position. But ultimately, we're going to have to make a determination whether we want to prepare some legislation for you guys to consider it, or ask you to have to go back to planning if you have different plans that you have to present. So the procedure is a little awkward because they always prepare a plan that is the right thing to do to advocate for themselves, but it's not technically required for a rezone.
And also keep in mind, if I'm correct, even if we do choose to rezone the property, we still have to go through planning on that, and still have to be approved.
Yeah, the final
Also, like
subdivision, any final subdivision approval will have to go back there, so the residents' concerns will be heard as far as buffering and all those types of things.
And then we'll have to come back to us again too, correct?
I don't think it's final subdivision.
It would go, it's probably gonna go, if it's allowed, for whoever, if it's developed, if it switches, it doesn't have to be this gentleman, it could be someone else. It may need, it's definitely go to planning, and it may also need variances or something, so it would have to go to board of zoning too.
Right.
So, them two boards and everything. But what Mr. Gertner is really asking is that this is between Code Court and the Bullseye, shop down here on Erie, right across from the Melta, which the Meltas is all our MF, multi-family zone, pretty much all of them. So if the Melta ever goes out, you could have possibly housing, condos, something there other than what the Melta is. But I don't know how this ever got developed with Bullseye and the storefront being commercial. And then you have Code Court, that's the, Smuggler's Cove, all that Smuggler's. There's Cove and all that around it, but this parcel has never been touched, and it's limited, light industrial, so. This gentleman is just trying to see if he can get it changed, and then go from there.
If I don't get the result, then I can't invest, all the money in engineering and this and that. Because if that doesn't work, I have an interested party that's interested in putting a, 10, 25,000 square foot building in there. So,
Yes, one way or another, let's do the trees are going to be removed and.
correct.
The property is going to be.
Develop one way or another. And I just thought for the city, and I'm trying to be a nice neighbor, that the condos, the nice off-scale, development would look a lot nicer than a commercial building, like industrial building.
So the procedure would be, I think, course, you can title it from it's an awkward procedure for the planning commission. It's essentially making a recommendation to you guys, so when they reject it, oftentimes people think it's done that, if they reject it, it's not, so it comes to you. So to move it forward, you could have Alyssa and I prepare legislation to approve it, then you guys can consider it as a piece of legislation. If it's rejected, it's rejected, if it's approved, it's approved.
I was gonna say, my other suggestion is we do have an ordinance to move before the next council meeting, we can toss an ordinance.
Yeah, I mean, we did use that, like, we moved the reverse votes or what.
And like, we can, we put an ordinance and we can discuss it there, they can decide what they want, if they'd like to.
So I think that's about it.
Okay.
I think he just wants direction with the.
Correct, I understand.
Because he went to planning twice already.
Right.
So,
So why don't we
he
do
just
that?
needs direction.
Why don't we put it in the ordinance, we can draft the legislation,
Release the process.
and then we'll move the process forward one way or another.
Okay.
That would be December 9th.
I'm sorry?
It would be December 9th.
Yeah.
Although, we'd like to become problem and discuss further, so.
Okay. Any questions?
Anyone have any questions?
Some of the neighbors with water. I felt like when we had the initial meeting, there was a big concern about
Resources.
Stormwater.
stormwater.
Yeah, as there is with everything that goes in anymore, but he does have options of correcting that.
Because I thought that there was like the creek comes through or something.
Yeah, there's a creek that goes through that whole complex there that.
But that creek has nothing to do with this property, it's not.
Okay. Because it just seemed like I was sort of, I remember there was like a lot of concern.
There's another issue going on Corporation Creek over there, that might be what you're thinking of. I don't think it's necessarily has to be property. But to answer your, in case you get any questions from residents, should be approved, should a subdivision plan ever be submitted, it would not only go to Dave, but it would make its way over to Mr. Maluch to address all those things. And the engineering for a subdivision is pretty substantial. In case you get any questions.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, yeah, so let's the plan and see if we can talk to them. Okay.
Very good, thank you.
Thanks, sir. All right. Okay. There's nothing else, this, council and whole committee meeting is adjourned at 7:25 p.m. Solid regular council meeting is November 25th, 2025, order at 7:26 p.m. Mr. Summit, please lead us in pledge of allegiance. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Katina.
Here.
Mr. Belli.
Here.
Ms. Schmidt. Here. Mr. Salmon. Here. Mr. Bennett.
Here.
Mr. Meyer.
Sure. Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the regular council meeting of November 5th, 2025? Second? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt. Yes. Mr. Katina.
Yes.
Mr. Belli.
Yes.
Mr. Salmon. Yes. Mr. Meyer.
Yes, the motion carried, the agenda is approved. A motion to approve the minutes from the regular council meeting of November 11th, 2025.
So moved.
For a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Belli.
Yes.
Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Mr. Katina.
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt. Yes. Mr. Salmon. Yes. Mr. Meyer.
Yes, the motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the ordinance committee meeting of November 11th, 2025?
So moved.
Is there a second? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Belli.
Yes.
Mr. Salmon. Yes. Mr. Katina.
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt. Yes. Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Mr. Meyer.
Yes, the motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Our scheduled council of the whole committee meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, December 8th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Oh, sorry. Okay. Correct, I'm sorry, tonight. At 7 p.m. with the regular council meeting, immediately following the adjournment of the council of the whole committee meeting. So we have a motion to confirm the appointment of Nick Liberty as the service director. I had a request from other council persons to adjourn into executive session. Are there any individual's not there. So my question is, would council like to put this off again in the meeting and go into executive session to discuss this, or like to move ahead with the motion?
And it's the executive session.
Is that good? Okay, just make the motion, Mr. Bill?
Mr. President, I move that we confirm the appointment of Nick Rubertino as the director.
Is there a second? Please call the roll.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Conley? Yes. Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Pettit?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the motion is approved. Congratulations, Mr. Rubin. Please go. Move on to committees.
We did have a Port Authority meeting. Most of the meetings covered their marketing plan, things like their logos and colors and things like that. They want to start having like the boat shows and things like that, which should try to draw more people to our city. They also discussed the possibility of bringing the kayak launch rental and everything in-house. So they're exploring the possibility of doing that themselves. So they approved a business plan and everything for what they had going on with the marketing.
Any questions, Mr. Sutton?
Did the previous vendor for kayak rental, have they backed out or is that not considered?
No, they're not backing out of the process. Port just exploring it now with the take for the kayak to the outside.
Any other commissioner?
I don't remember when I was down in, I forget, doing Berlin. It was really cool that they had the cages with kayaks in them, and you have, your payment, and they gave you a code to unlock it. You pulled your kayak and you returned it. So it was kind of a neat self-service station. It might be worth them finding out, you know, is it successful, they have vandalism, is it an option for them?
Also, real quick, there was quite a bit of discussion over the grant that we applied for. I don't quite know where that stands now. I think there was some concern over the boat launch ramp and the use of it for motorized boats and whatnot. Because the river in that area can't support motorized boats. Right, not deep enough or anything. So is that grant been modified at all, or was it to make that?
The grant was required to be submitted within about 24 hours after your question. I believe that it's limited by horsepower, that there's a horsepower qualification, you know, small motor, so that should they get stranded, they come back in or whatever. It is not for all boats. I don't remember exactly, but that was the discussion. And again, on this grant, should we be awarded the whole thing? We can pick and choose what we want to accept and what we don't want to accept. We just had to get the application in because the time was of the essence in order to even be considered for anything. So should that piece of, that line item of that grant not be acceptable the way you brought it to their attention, then it can certainly be not accepted by us. We just don't have to accept it. We can take everything out.
Hopefully, if we do get that grant, it, the city works together with the Port Authority to make the best of that money in the best of the year. The forecast for the best of what we most beneficial to the city.
Any other questions? Commissioner, I believe you had,
Okay. So we just, finished up our year. With that, we're doing our, lantern for the business. So the lantern is a pack that I need one of you to apply, so it's great and even. So thank you to Mayor Overstreet for allowing us to have the funding to purchase this. Also thank you to Carol Ann, for just guiding me on the process, of just, you know, purchasing this, which, you know, to be respectful of we all have processes and procedures. So I do appreciate it. I don't say thank you enough because I do have a lot on that, so I just want to put that out there. Outside of that, we will have an organizational meeting in January, towards the end. So there was no planning or anything, just because we need to close out the year, and then next year we'll start fresh. So, and I apologize, last date to submit a business is December 17th, and then we will be delivering the lanterns for the winner is on December 20th. So, we typically will put out an email, and everyone's welcome if they choose to do it then. That was it.
Any questions for Councilwoman Schmidt? Thank you, Councilwoman. Right. We'll move on to the recognition of the public. Well, it's now open for recognition of the public. My speaker is that all of our directed to the chair will not involve personalities. No less than 3 minutes per person, 30 minutes total. Only one individual will sign up to speak. Mr. Morrow. You could state your name and address for the record, please.
John R. Good afternoon, all of our Good evening, council. My name is John R. I'm the village candidate. I'm here tonight to express full support for the moratorium to consider. What you're doing tonight is responsible, necessary, and long overdue. Because the risks that posed by data centers are not theoretical or exaggerated, they are real, measurable, and harmful, no matter where the facility is placed. But I want to share with you simply an example why communities across the country are giving power, why these are exactly right and insane. It's the invisible low threat of low frequency noise, vibration, and resonance. It's not so much the decibels and dB, it's the vibration and frequency of these nets that are constant and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. And most of the culprits that actually go for miles, people can feel them, right through their bodies, through their homes, penetrating through the walls, through the ground, through the water. So then, again, the environmental harm. When they put these data centers next, they do open loop systems, which are going to take water from like years. They have to treat that water with chemicals for anti-corrosion, which is essentially good. These chemicals have to be discharged back into the environment. That, with warm water, also makes the environment. Also, more snow, affected by snow because of the warmer waters, evaporation, and so forth. Be a lot more spent on these to kindle, and then that's our diesel. The other thing is they build new ones. They recirculate water. The problem is now they need more power. There's more demand power on our base load. And again, like I said last 2 weeks ago, our base load power and our energy is a grid that is at max right now, so we can't afford that. So besides those, the wildlife community, that serves also just to the neighborhood. So what we can gain, what we can gain, for example, power plant here, we can gain this one of the most valuable, especially shoreline Northeast Ohio. The data center will firmly embrace that potential. Instead of managing 5 renewable solar sites on the inland portion, public lake access restored for the first time in generations, walking paths, community stands, kayak launches, fishing views, community events, and breathtaking sunsets. Residents can finally enjoy the lakefront they deserve and not move to a fenced-off complex filled with server warehouse. And here's the truth. Data centers take everything and give nothing. They may promise us that they never come true. Noise, vibration, heat, EMF pollution, chemical discharge, blackouts, traffic lights, collapse, lost shoreline, lost opportunity. So tonight's moratorium is the right choice. Moratorium is very valuable, and I live with it. It's pro-health, pro-safety, pro-community, it fosters, it finds the time to measure the risk, evaluate the science, protect the residents for decisions that are made in confidential. As mayor of the neighboring village, I support you 100%, and I think you're taking this step for Eastlake, but for every community along the shore. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Morrow. Is there anyone else who wishes to address council at this time? Ms. Brady, could you state your name and address for that?
That's the one, 125, 50, 300, South Street.
I heard about the energy property right there on Lake Rock, or in Timberlake, so, tomorrow, I agree with you, there's a moratorium on it. I think that the city can zone them out, and have them for really different uses in their city. So in the next 5 years, really look at that, and if you're not going to have to allow it. Obviously not an attorney, you have to plan about that, but, I mean, cities, townships in general, they can decide what they want to do. I think you have to do that. I have a question for the ordinance creating section 5.1.1. The owner or occupant is free of the violation of uses and uses declaration process. I had an opportunity to review the proposed ordinance that they're entertaining this evening. I'm just wondering, you know, if the community knows about what the purpose of it was, and also I'm a little perplexed on why why safety director or the representative would be the declarant determining it within the system and also being here. So if it's an appeal process, that same person has to come back to the same potential person who declared it. That doesn't seem right, where it's just, you know, the same body. I would challenge you to take a look at it, see if it's a different way that somebody could appeal that violation potentially. I also think that we're missing maybe some of the things that we definitely consider nuisance, like running on campus properties, just poorly maintained structures and things of that nature. I understand we're looking at what Littlewich is proposing, they're on third reading. There's a lot of things in their proposed ordinance that I think that the legislature should really take a look at. We'll ask you not to pass that with an emergency legislation that's proposed this evening, and we'll need to go to 3 readings. You let the community know why we're doing this, what the purpose is. I don't even understand the purpose of what they're trying to do. It sounds like they're trying to recoup money for going out on these calls, but I guess I don't understand how do you, so somebody owns a property where there's like a felony occurred on the property. What are you trying to get back on that property? How do you abate that nuisance? How do you charge them? Like, I don't understand what they're trying to do with that in general. Like, that's just confusing. So how do you abate a person who can be a bad position in business? They're going to charge them what? The fee for the police to go over there and issue those citations? Do you want that money back? Or I just don't understand it. So I'm hoping that maybe somebody from the ordinance committee that worked on this can shed light on that, the value of the sheriff committee, and maybe we can rank some of that up. But I think it needs a little bit more work. Urge you a whole lot on that. Because I have not heard anything about it. I was ordinance committee, from what I see, has a maximum month. And I don't see any minutes posted on websites, so it came to the back and do anything to what even try to set myself up on where that's kind of coming from. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. All right. Is there anyone else who wishes to address on this time? All right. Seeing none. The clerk, please read legislation number 112501.
An ordinance amending section 525.07, obstructing official business of the codified ordinances of the state of East Lake, Ohio, to read as such and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and read this report? Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call roll?
Mr. Belvey?
Yes.
Mr. Summit?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
I've got 3 readings of this one, so.
Ms. Schmidt?
No.
Mrs. Stelling?
No.
Mr. Myers?
No, the motion to move it forward as an emergency fails. I'll put this on first reading. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112502?
A resolution declaring a 5-year moratorium on permitting any theater centers within the city of East Lake, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and read this report?
So,
Is there a second?
Second.
The clerk please call roll.
Mr. Katsounis?
yes.
Mr. Summit?
Yes.
Mr. Belvey?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Stelling?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
I move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Duffy? Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112503?
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit to Katrina Jones, 3 Mrs. Ave, Holland Bar and Grill, 35575 Lakeshore Boulevard, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring a separate reading to read the bill?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Duffy?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
I move to adopt.
Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic? Mrs. Tallman? Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Duffy?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112504?
A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and director of finance to complete a payment to South Psychological Services for a total of $3,062.50 and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring a separate reading to read the bill?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112505?
An ordinance amending chapter 906 soil sediment pollution control of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake, Ohio, to read as such and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring a separate reading to read this bill? Is there a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt? Is there a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112506?
An ordinance amending chapter 962 illicit discharge and illegal possession control of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring a separate reading to read this bill? Is there a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Ham? Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt? Is there a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112507?
An ordinance amending chapter 913 comprehensive stormwater management of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring a separate reading to read this bill? Is there a second? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mrs. Tallman?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112508?
A resolution granting permission from the city of East Lake to the city of Willoughby to enter into a contract with Travers Construction Company in the amount of $9,868,686 for implementation of the Lakeshore Boulevard East Equalization Phases Project Phase 2 and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring a separate reading to read this bill? Is there a second? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Thomas? Yes. Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Dominic? Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt? Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Thomas? Yes. Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Dominic? Yes. Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion carries, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112509?
A resolution authorizing the mayor and director of finance to apply for and accept the Ohio Division of EMS Training and Equipment Grant in an amount of $2,707.74 in a declaring emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring second reading to read the ordinance? So moved. Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic? Yes. Mrs. Dominic? Yes. Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic? Yes. Mrs. Dominic? Yes. Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Meyer?
Yes. The motion carries, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 112510?
An ordinance to reappropriate the expenses of the city of Eastlake, Ohio, for the period beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring second reading to read the ordinance? Second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Thomas? Yes. Mrs. Dominic? Yes. Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mrs. Dominic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion carries, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 1125-1?
A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and director of finance to purchase a Durango Pursuit all-wheel drive vehicle at state minimum bid from Montrose Ford for a total amount of $49,278.58 and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring second reading to read the ordinance?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mrs. Dominic? Yes. Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mrs. Dominic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 1125-12?
An ordinance creating section 521.11, owner or occupant to keep property free of repeat violation, nuisance, and nuisance declaration process of the codified ordinances of the city of Eastlake, Ohio, to read as such and declaring an emergency.
Would everyone like this on first reading? Sure. I believe there was some concern. Okay, that's how we put this on first reading. Okay. We don't have any pending legislation, we don't have any unfinished business, we don't have any new business. Move on to our administrative reports. Our first report is from our mayor and city director, Jim Overstreet.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for appointing the new service director. I didn't want to hire somebody and then have him be replaced at the beginning of the year. I didn't think that would be fair to somebody after we Alex and I went over their resumes, we picked Nick Bertino. We continue to work on a budget, contract negotiations, the unions are still ongoing. And with that, I'm open for questions.
Are there any questions for Mayor? All right, seeing none, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you. We'll move on to our fire chief, Frank.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you for the opportunity to swear our new hire in today. It means a lot to the department and families to do that for the council. Fire department completed their ISO training today. We should receive our scores in February and March. Process went really well. And, also, just so everyone's aware, last week, the 18th and 19th fire department participated in 2 days of hot fire training out of Auburn Career Center. We had a valuable opportunity for
department, especially because they're so young, to get some initial exposure to live fire. Those really good opportunity for the department to continue to sharpen their skills. That,
Any questions, Chief? All right, seeing none, thank you, Chief. Move on to our police chief, Michael Warner.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you for passing the replacement vehicle for us. That's a big help. Next Friday, December 5th, we'll be doing, I believe, it's our 5th annual shop at the top of that. It's a total of 10 students, 5 from Longfellow, 5 from TJ, who are nominated by the school faculty for that program. And that, I give all credit to Sergeant Austin Turner, who had the vision for that several years ago. But, we're looking forward to that. We'll also be trying to lock down dates for our annual Santa ride, probably either the 13th or 20th, or other time. It's coming up for holidays. Blessings, and I wish you all a nice day.
Any questions for the chief? All right, seeing none, thank you, Chief. We'll move on to our chief building official, Ned Ryan.
Welcome Nick back, finally have someone to speak. And then just wish everyone a happy holiday.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan. We'll move on to our city engineer, Brian Miller.
Thank you, Mr. President. Roads are opening, construction season winding down, but not coming to a complete halt. So as I think many are aware, State Route 91 exit ramp is open, and people are happy. Lakeland Boulevard, paving is finished there, we're just working on some touch-up items now. The next thing we'll be starting is going to be the E2 basin phase 1, so there's going to be a little bit of work along Lakeshore, and there will be a temporary shutdown when they do pipe crossing Lakeshore, but shouldn't be anything that's a serious disruption for a significant period of time. The bridge project on State Route 91 will still be going through the winter, but they've already got the lane shifted and should keep moving along. So that's my open question.
Any questions, Mr. Lynch?
Do we have any timeline?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is there a timeline? Do we know any timeline, or is that going to be explained to the president, or is that going to be more recent?
They're going to start that work first of the year.
Okay.
So I don't have a date of when that crossing, they have to coordinate that with ODOT. They have to actually get a permit to cross, but everything is works that between January and April is when that work is scheduled to occur.
Any other questions? All right, move on to our finance director, Carolina Chanel.
Thank you, I have nothing to report, but I'm open for questions.
Any questions for the finance director? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to our law director, Ray Kramer.
Thank you, Mr. President. On the, Mr. has some comments are nice, I would just, we folks to consider, there's all kinds of, procedures in the law where the same administrative official, years in initial determination can be considered. By the way, and we were trying to find something to streamline it, not create a whole different, appeal process, but if you conceptualize in your mind, there's all sorts of times where the judge may issue an arrest warrant, and then actually the judge reviews the case later on, or makes a determination on a case the person goes to consider. So just keep that in mind when you consider, going forward the next couple of meetings. Other than that, it's hard to imagine somebody that was a service department better than Mr. Rutino. It will be good to get to know him.
Are there any questions for law director? All right, seeing none, council meeting adjourned at 7:58 p.m.